Hey guys, welcome to January's currently inked video. I'm feeling very purple. If that wasn't obvious from the thumbnail and from everything that we have arranged in front of me at my desk here. I really don't know what hit me. I think it was maybe because during the fall and Christmas time, everything was about fall colors, fall leaves, and then Christmas is so red and green, and it's like I was just craving purple. I don't know. It feels like I went so long without any sort of purple ink in my pens that I had a purple overload. It exploded out of me. I had to have so much purple. So that's what we've done. Also, I have pared down the amount of pens that I ink up at a time. I used to do like 10 pens every month. I'm doing like 4 or 5 right now. I'm actually enjoying that a lot more at the moment. I don't know if I'll stick with that. There's no rules. It's just what's working right now. So I thought it would be cute to kind of display everything on the desk. I am sorry about my lighting. I know there's kind of like some harsh shadows, you can see them kind of in the back as I move my hands. That's not my favorite. I know it's probably not your favorite either. I'm filming in my basement. My office is in my basement. There is no natural lighting down here whatsoever. There's no windows, no nothing. So I'm kind of just doing the best I can. I'm trying to look into maybe getting like a better overhead light that would kind of wash out some of that shadow. It's a work in progress. Bear with me. Okay, so let's get into these beautiful, sparkly purple inks. Okay, January. I'm going to kind of zoom in on the page a little bit. Oops, I hit my tripod, sorry. I am a professional YouTuber. I promise. I'm just kidding. I don't think there's really any such thing. Not really. I'm just rearranging things on my desk. I apologize. Okay. This is just a Tombow dual brush pen. It's purple too because I thought, why not? Okay. So I'm going to try to go in like a gradient order from lightest ink to darkest ink. I don't know why that makes sense in my mind. Okay, so first up we have this pen. This is a maker pen from Bonecrusher Studios. I do not know the name of this material. Somebody asked me recently. I'm so sorry, I don't know. I'm like 99% sure that this was one that they poured in-house. I know it's not something they got from somewhere else. And this was not ever on their website, so I don't have the listing to know what the material was. This was something that I kind of got through their Instagram stories. They were at a pen show and they had a few extra pens, and they asked Instagram, if you have any pens that you see here that you want, DM us, and that's kind of how I got this one. So I am so sorry I don't know the material, but it's a beautiful sparkly purple. Now the ink that I have paired this with is this one. It is Ferris Wheel Press Moonbeam Meadows. It's hard to see on the box, but that's the title of the ink, or the name of the ink. This was actually probably my favorite ink of 2025. I loved this ink. It's the most beautiful kind of dusty purple. It has such an interesting shimmer. I'm going to try and zoom in a little bit more here so you can see it up close as I write with it. It's like a gray purple. It's hard to talk and write, isn't it? This nib in particular, they just used Yovo nibs, and this is a medium. Yeah. I have so much respect for people who are able to do the most beautiful handwriting and swatches while they're filming. For some reason, I'm not. Maybe it's an element of multitasking where your brain has trouble or something. I'm not going to write the entire quick brown fox sentence, just the first four words. Okay. And I am going to try and show this in the light. Okay, so you can see that sparkle there. You can see that beautiful sparkle in there. It's so pretty. And in fact, if I take the bottle out of the box, I think I can show you what color the shimmer is, because it usually settles at the bottom. Okay, so this is the bottle. And then you can see there's all the shimmer. It's like this real interesting sort of green color. It's so pretty. So yeah, I just really loved this one. It also, I thought it was really pretty to use during Halloween. It kind of reminded me of like a ghost, like the spirit of a ghost with this, you know, misty purple. I don't know. Love it. Okay. Next we have probably my favorite and most exciting pen here of the month. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. Okay. So this is my Sailor Pro Gear Slim Yumeyoi. I love this pen so much. I have a medium fine nib on this. Oh, there's a ladybug on my tripod right behind the camera right now. Come say hi. Look, we got a little ladybug. In my culture, we believe that ladybugs showing up means good luck. I'm gonna put her over on my bookshelf so she can crawl around and look at my books. Okay. Anyway, the ink that I put in this, I know that this comes in a set, and I do have the bottle, sorry, sitting here. It comes with this Yumeyoi ink, but I didn't put this in it. I didn't ink this with anything this month because I saw a bunch of swatches online and on Instagram, and this is so pale. And I am somebody that likes pale inks, but even this looked too pale to even write with and be legible. So I didn't even try. I thought, let's just bypass that. Okay, so the ink that I put in this one, sadly, I do think this was like a limited edition, and I don't think you can get it anymore. And I honestly, I think that this is a reference to some sort of like Korean webtoon or something. I don't know how to pronounce this, and I've never watched it. The only reason I got it is because the swatches looked so pretty. This is a purple with purple shimmer. It's purple purple. So I had to buy this when it was released. I just loved all the purple. And it looks so good in writing. It really does. It's a little bit of a lighter purple. Like, it's not super dark. It's kind of right in the middle. It's like a mid-tone purple. You'll see what I mean. See, it's kind of right in the middle. It's not too light or too dark. So this is the Sailor Pro Gear Slim, which I'm just going to abbreviate as PGS. And this is a medium fine. And this is a Wearingeul ink. Hold on, I have to make sure I'm spelling this right. Okay. There's so many vowels, and I don't know where they all go. And I will show you the shimmer in this one too. It's so pretty. Okay. It's hard to get the light to pick it up, but the shimmer is really pretty. And it's also kind of hard to see because it is purple on purple. There's not like a contrast. But it's really gorgeous. And it's a very well behaved purple. Okay, so next we have a nice affordable pen that works really well. I'm very surprised by this one. I might do a review of this soon. This is one of the Moonman, and I'm not sure if this model is pronounced Wancai or Wancai. I don't know how that, if that C has like the K sound or the S sound. I'm not sure. Anyway, I got this on Amazon. It's very affordable. I got the extra fine nib, and it writes so well. It's really smooth. I was really surprised. This is just a little eyedropper, an affordable little eyedropper. It's quite small, but it's very cute, and it's comfortable. And I inked this up with just a little bottle of Pelikan Violet. I didn't want to put a shimmer ink in this one because I wanted, I was worried that maybe it would clog. Sometimes the feeds are a little cheap on some of these Chinese pens. I don't like that phrasing. Maybe what I mean to say is, in order to produce the pens at an affordable price point, sometimes they're not able to put the most incredible quality feeds inside of these pens. Okay, I think that sounds a little bit better. I like that phrasing a little better. Anyway, but this is just this ink is just a no fuss, no frills, simple, stable, a good performance ink. There's not really any shading, no shimmer, no frills, but it writes really well and is comfortable and well behaved. It's a nice purple. I like this little eyedropper pen so much. I really want to get like a bunch of different colors. I wish they would release more colors. And even though this is an extra fine, it kind of writes a little bit more like a fine. It's not so fine as like a Japanese fine. I also want to mention that I have had these pens inked up for a little over 2 weeks now. And I have been writing with them on like 3 different types of paper. Midori paper, Tomoe River paper, and Usuri paper. Pretty consistently every single day. So I feel like I have a pretty good sample of time to have tested the pens and the inks and kind of know what the experience is like. Just giving you a little bit of idea. It's not like I inked these up this morning. You know what I mean? Okay. Last one. Now this one's a little bit different because it's kind of like an almost purple. This is the, sorry, I'm dropping things. This is the Leonardo Andromeda Matte. This is from Stilo e Stile, or is it Stilo e Style? I don't know how to pronounce it. It's an not Italian, I'm sorry, European retailer. And this was an exclusive. I bought this 2 years ago? A year ago? I can't remember when I got this. It had to be 2 years ago, now that I remember. Now, this looks black, but it's kind of like an off black that's a little bit purple, and it's really hard to see. Like in the cap here, you know, when you have the light going through it, you can kind of see that it comes across as a little bit more eggplant purple, but like a super, super deep, dark eggplant purple. And this is easier to see in person. I swear the camera doesn't pick it up very well. So this is kind of like an an off purple, if you will. But I chose this because it has the darkest ink of the month in here, and that is Diamine Deck the Halls. This is such a nice ink. It's like a super, super, super dark purple that's almost black, but it has this really interesting kind of reddy, pinky, purpley, golden, and there's so many different colors in there, shimmer. But the shimmer is so subtle that you can't see it very much, especially in like a finer nib. This is a fine nib. But I thought that the pen and the ink go together really, really well, at least in my opinion. You know, to have such a dark ink. I don't remember if this is a Memento Zero. We're just going to say that it's a Memento Zero. For time purposes, because I don't have time to stop and Google it. And if I'm wrong, it's not the end of the world. Okay, and this ink is Diamine Deck the Halls. Now, originally, I had thought maybe I should get a bunch of purple inks that have whose names reference moon and stars, because I'm kind of doing like a moon and star theme for my journal this month, like example, like Moonbeam Meadows, you know. But that turned into kind of a frivolous idea, so I abandoned it and I just used what I had in my ink cabinet. Okay. And I'm going to see if the camera will pick up any of the shimmer in this one as well. It's kind of hard to see. But you can see how dark it is. I mean, it's really so close to being black. Like, if you were in a professional setting, I feel like you could really get away with using this to add just a tiny bit of fun. In a finer nib. I think if you used like a broad nib or a double broad, it would kind of show a lot of that really wild shimmer. But as long as you used like anything from medium down, I think it would be just fine. Okay, so this is our lineup. This is the inks that we've got going on this month. Very purple. Very fun. And then here's the pens. I need to get a little wooden pen holder that has 4 slots, don't I? It's a little awkward having this guy off on the side on his own little island. And then we've got our inks here. And then this guy didn't fit, so he's just going to have his own little island as well. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Let me know which pen and ink pairing is your favorite out of these. Or tell me what your favorite purple ink is. I swear I think that's my favorite ink color is purple. It's like I could never get enough purples. However, maybe I will take a break from purple after this month. Because this has been kind of a lot to see purple on every single page. Alright, take care of yourself. Have a good one.